kissing Field that night.
Mama, it was not that kind of a kiss.
Hi, honey.
I didn't know tennis was one of your games, too, Miss Ballou.
Well, I can play any game you can, Constance.
I had you figured for more the indoor type.
Too bad you're not.
Politician needs a wife with fire. Just be sure you don't get the both of you burned.
That means you're married to me. It's a ring. He wanted to be a state senator's wife. It's time you started acting like one.
Senator Fielding Carlisle is increasing rapidly. He gained enthusiastic approval today when he talked with workers at various construction sites. Oh, isn't it wonderful? Field's getting raves in all the papers.
And he's getting an eye from a lot of good-looking ladies, too. I noticed that at the victory celebration.
I find that remark in bad taste. Well, it's nice to have a celebrity in the family, but I've got to make a living.
Well, now, you be sure to be home early tonight.
Hmm?
The Allison reception.
Oh, right. Now, look, I'll try to make it, but if I'm late, Skipper can escort you, and I'll see if I can meet you there.
All right, darling.
Mom, I can't do it. I got other plans tonight.
They are honoring Field and Constance. You'll be there. Oh, good morning, honey. We were just reading the papers. Field's getting all kinds of publicity.
Have you seen Daddy? I need to talk to him.
Ooh, aren't you a bundle of sunshine this morning? What's wrong, Constance? You disappointed because Field won and you didn't?
Oh. Well, honey, I'm sorry Father left. You just missed him.
Oh, he's just never around when I really need him.
Excuse me, Skipper.
This is Mrs. Fielding Carlisle. I'd like to speak to my husband, please. What do you mean he's not there? You mean he hasn't been in at all today? No, I'm sorry. Nothing, thank you.
Constance, what's the matter?
Nothing, Mom.
Are you all right?
I'm fine.
Well, you seem a little nervous to me. There has been so much excitement around here, what with the campaign and then the election. I think maybe it's time you got yourself some rest.
I think it's Field that needs the rest. He's been so busy running back and forth between here and Ludi Mays, he's just wearing himself out.
Between here and Ludi Mays? What do you mean?
I mean, I saw him out in the garden the night of the victory party with that lame Ballou. And they were kissing.
Oh, Constance, honey. Everybody was kissing Field that night. They were congratulating him on his victory.
Mama, it was not that kind of a kiss.
Have you discussed this with Field?
Not yet.
Well, don't. Not ever.
I cannot ignore what I saw.
It isn't wise to jump to conclusions either. Constance, you could ruin the marriage that way.
Mama, I am not jumping to conclusions. Now, that tramp has been after Field ever since she got to this town.
Well, she won't be the only one. Constance, Field is a successful, attractive man. A man like that will attract all kinds of women and all kinds of temptation.
Well, he doesn't have to succumb to them.
Well, no, he doesn't. But a smart wife learns to accept the realities
and to compromise.
I won't compromise. Not about Field.
Oh, Constance, I know it's painful. I know you hurt. But jealousy can drive a man away. Don't you let that happen. Just you remember, you are his wife. You share his name, and his career, and his life.
Well, that's not enough. I want his love. I'm not like you, Mama. I just can't make compromises. I want it all.
Well, maybe you do. But that way, you might lose him forever.
I won't lose him. But I won't share him with that tramp either.
Morning. Next time I'm going to let the gardener do this.
The next worm I see will be at the bottom of a bottle of tequila.
Morning. Well, tennis at the country club this afternoon, and then back tonight for the Allisons' reception. Mighty high circles. Pretty soon you won't even be speaking to the likes of me.
Well, of course I will. You'll just have to bow first.
Oh.
Good morning, everybody.
Hi, Sam.
Hi.
Now, how do you expect me to concentrate on tennis?
Just so you concentrate on me.
Want some coffee, Sam?
No time. I've got a meeting with Titus and Field. You know, now that our boy has been elected, there's more work than ever. Well, listen, by the way, in case I'm late, will you meet me at the club?
Sure, but if you're too busy, I'd be glad to cancel our tennis date.
The court is already reserved. Now, you meet me there at 1:30, okay?
Okay.
All right. Bye, Lady May.
Bye-bye.
Moving to Tallahassee is not the answer.
Oh, Daddy, I just thought maybe a change would help. You know, maybe at least Field would cut down on his drinking.
What you're really saying, honey, is that you're hopeful that a little distance, well, if you just put a little distance between Field and other temptations.
Well, Daddy, it's a small town. Now, I can't stop him running into her.
Honey, come on now. Listen, honey, compared to you, Lane Ballou is nothing. Look at you. You're exciting. You're beautiful. Marvelous woman. Man, it'd have to be... You just have to be blind not to be aware of that.
Maybe Field is blind to me. He just never seems to realize that everything I do is for him.
You better watch out. You'll have me to answer to. You know, maybe the fact that we've been together so much since you were kids. He's getting so he's just taking it a little for granted.
But don't you see, that's why I thought maybe if we could just get away from here, you know, spend some time alone together, then, well, maybe he'd learn to love me again. Like he used to.
You never ran away from your problems before, honey. You're my daughter. You're a fighter. You stay and confront him.
The judge's house make a great headquarters. It's close in and it's familiar to people.
It's not the right location.
Location. Look, I want a place I feel comfortable. Yeah, I don't blame you. I think the judge's house is a good idea.
Senator ought to be downtown, Sam. You know that. People see him coming and going. Keeps it in mind that he's working for him.
No, why not remind him that their senator is Judge Carlisle's son?
They'll need some sprucing up.
Just enough to keep it from looking shabby. To keep Field looking thrifty. Thanks. That brings us to staff appointments.
Yeah, and I want Martin Spencer on staff. I went to law school with him. He's a crack attorney and he's honest.
Now look here, Bub. You didn't get elected all by yourself. There's a lot of people you owe favors to.
Now, we can't afford to overlook a valuable man like Spencer. Even if we don't owe him a favor. The Field needs people around him that he feels comfortable with.
Meeting's adjourned.
Phil. Why did you take this IOU from Todd Purcell? He already owes me $300.
I know, but, well, he was with his boss, and I didn't think he wanted me to embarrass him.
Okay. But let this be the last time.
Yes, ma'am. Louis Mays, can I help you? Who's calling, please? This was Sam.
Who is it?
Sam. says she's Mrs. Sam Curtis.
Hello? May I help you?
Finally located Frank Coyne for you, Sheriff.
Took you long enough, bub. What made him so hard to find?
Well, he's been out of state doing a gig in Georgia. Just got back a couple days ago.
Where's he now?
Less than an hour's drive from here. Crystal Lake.
You sure it's Coyne?
Oh, yes, sir. He set up his carnival last night. You want I should go pick him up for questioning?
Oh, I'll take it from here. Good work, boy. Good work.
Thank you, Sheriff.
Well, now, what a fine surprise. What's a pretty thing like you doing visiting a lonely old man?
I don't feel so pretty.
What's the matter?
Same old thing, it's always the matter. Miss Lane Ballou.
I don't like her any better than you do.
Well, what are you doing about it, Sheriff? What are you going to do about that tramp?
I'm working on it.
Seems to me that's what you said before. Seems to me like it's taken a mighty long time. Now I want her out of this town, and I want her out of my life.
Things like this take time. First, I got to be able to nail her. And for that, I got to have evidence.
Well, then get it.
Now, easy, Constance. I'll handle her.
But you're not handling her.
I promise. It'll be soon.
Well, it better be. Because if you can't get rid of her, I will.
I'm a guest. I'm here to meet Mr. Sam Curtis.
Yes. May I have your name, please?
Lane Ballou.
I don't seem to see your name here. Are you a new member?
No.
Oh, yes. Here's your name right here. Have a nice afternoon.
Thanks.
No. The people are my concern. Fine. But don't sell Titus short. He knows the county power structure inside and out. He can help you make things happen.
My, you two sound serious.
Hi, Lane.
How are you, Mr. Senator?
I'm fine. You all set for your tennis lesson?
Whenever you are.
Well, I've got to change, so why don't the two of you sit at the bar and have a drink till I get back? Lane, there's something Sit down. I guess what I think I need to do is apologize. I know that I upset you.
Please, Phil, let's just forget it, okay?
Babe, I can't do that.
You have to. We both do.
Lane, I meant everything that I said. I love you. I want you beside me. I realize that more and more every day.
The kiss, the garden. It was goodbye, Phil. It has to stay that way.
Oh, listen, you guys go down to the court and I'll meet you in a minute, okay? Oh, okay. Bye.
Oh, good afternoon, Mr. Small.
Constance. Hi. You practicing for the women's tournament next month?
I was.
Lane is waiting for me. I'm teaching her to play tennis.
Oh. Looks to me like she found herself another teacher. But that's all right, because I'm about to cancel her lesson.
Constance. They're only talking.
You mean the way they were only talking in the garden on election night?
Now, what are you talking about?
I'm talking about my husband and your date locked in each other's arms.
Well, lots of people celebrated Field's victory.
not with Field.
Constance, I would think twice about creating a public scene if I were you. A scandal doesn't look good on a state senator's wife. Smile. Come on, that's good. Keep it up. After all, Field's talking to one of his constituents. Hey, look who I found.
Hi, honey. Thought you were going to be tied up in that meeting all day.
Miss Shirley, what are you doing here?
Well, I'm just keeping my weekly tennis date with the girls. I didn't know tennis was one of your games, too, Miss Ballou.
Well, I can play any game you can, Constant.
That's funny. I had you figured for more the indoor type.
Too bad you're not. Come on, Sam, you ready?
All right, see you folks later.
What is the matter with you? Did you forget your southern manners?
I thought I was very gracious, considering.
Now, what the hell is that supposed to mean?
They're a lovely couple, don't you think? Just perfect for each other.
Hey, Roxy. Get lost for a while, okay?
Why?
Because I'm expecting a very important visitor in a minute, all right?
What important visitor?
Somebody who's going to give me a lot of money.
For what?
For some special information I got about an old friend.
The same friend you contacted in Truro? That paid you to forget you ever saw her?
Yeah.
Well, that's lousy, Frank.
Well, I'm not going to tell him where to find her. What I'm going to do is give him the wrong information. So if I need to, I can always sell her some more silence. Clever, huh?
Clever? That's dumb.
Hey, I know what I'm doing, all right?
What if this guy gets wise?
That's him now. Go on, scram.
Hi.
Looking for Frank Coyne. You found them.
I'm here for the information you called about.
Sit down. Can I get you here?
Just tell me where I can find Lane Ballou.
Well, we spotted her about a week ago, I guess. She's working in a coffee shop near Atlanta.
Coffee shop near Atlanta. What coffee shop?
Well, I'm afraid you're going to have to do a little bit better than that before I can tell you that. Hey, man. Hey. Oh, wait.
I don't like these games, Coyne.
Listen, man, I don't know the name. Honest.
Maybe I can help your memory.
The Blue Mill. It's on the main highway.
Blue Mill?
Yeah.
On the main highway?
Uh-huh.
You better pray I find her.
Should be there.
Okay.
What did I do wrong that time?
Oh, I'm sorry, babe. I really wasn't watching. Look, keep the elbow straight and follow through, huh? Real easy. Here, try another one.
Something bothering you, Sam?
No, everything's fine. Come on. Keep the arm straight and right on through. It's fine. That's great. Huh? Elbow straight, follow through. That's good.
5 more minutes and we're on. What did I do wrong that time?
Follow through. Here, try another one. Come on.
Yeah. Okay, what do I do next time?
Todd Trainer to
Keep the elbow straight.
Mr. Trainer, call
What are you looking at, Constance? Those two over there. Kind of interesting.
Isn't that the girl who sings at Ludi Mae's?
Among other things. What's her name? Lane something? Lane Ballou.
And I certainly don't think her type should be allowed here.
Neither do I. But obviously, Mr. Curtis doesn't agree with us.
I just wonder who's giving the lessons to whom.
She looks too experienced to need lessons in anything.
We can move to another court.
No, why should we? So I had a drink with Field in the bar. I don't know why she's making such a big deal out of it.
Lane is more than that.
Oh? Does that also have something to do with what's bothering you?
Constance saw you and Field together in the garden.
I see. You know, if that had meant something, I wouldn't be here right now, Sam.
Should we try a rally?
Uh-huh.
Think you can do it?
Sure.
Okay.
Telephone call from Mr. Sam Curtis. Mr. Sam Curtis, please pick up on tennis court extension 3.
Just keep practicing. I'll be back in a minute.
Okay. Well, shall we play a set?
Not yet.
What are you going to do, Constance?
You'll see. Come on, Liza. You finished with this court yet?
Nope, not yet. We have it for another half hour.
We? I only see one person here. That's just not tennis etiquette.
Well, now you can't expect her to know about that, darling.
It's a shame they don't teach etiquette in bars.
Well, even in bars, we're not rude to our guests. And you know very well that I'm with Sam Curtis.
Just trying to teach you the rules of the game.
Why don't you grow up? If you have a problem with me, why don't we discuss it right now?
Because I don't have anything to discuss with you.
You mean not to my face?
I mean, I wouldn't lower myself.
You got a call from my wife.
From Miami. She said it was important.
Yeah, she always says that.
She's up to her old tricks again?
I don't know. Look, I'll take care of it when I get to Miami.
I wonder if she'll dare come to the reception tonight.
The Allison's reception? Are you serious?
Well, Sam Curtis is invited, isn't he?
Of course he is. You know, I just remembered something. I'll be right back. Will you take my racket? See you later.
And I've checked all of tonight's arrangements. They're perfectly coordinated. I'm sure the reception's going to be a smashing success.
Of course, there is one little thing that's sort of bothering me.
What's that, dear?
Well, I suppose you've invited Sam Curtis.
Oh, yes, indeed. After all, he was instrumental to Field's campaign.
Oh, I know. It's just that... Well, I just don't know how to say this.
You and Field are the guests of honor, Constance. If you have any objections to anything, we'll change them.
Well, Liza and some of the girls had mentioned to me the company that Sam's been keeping lately.
Company?
Oh, he's been seeing an awful lot of that saloon singer, Lane Ballou.
Now that you mention it, I have noticed that.
Yes, well, I think everyone has. Of course, I know it's his business, but I do hope he won't bring her to the reception. I don't think it would look too well to some of the other guests.
Bring her here? You think he'd actually do that?
I don't know. He might. I just think it might offend a lot of people, but... Well, what can we do?
I'll speak to the club manager. Have him mention the matter to Mr. Curtis privately.
Now, that is a wonderful idea. Why didn't I think of that?
There you are. I was wondering where you disappeared to.
Oh, you found me.
Getting ready for the big night?
I hate receptions. All those stuffed shirts hanging around making boring small talk. I'd rather spend the evening with you, baby.
And I like having you here. It's like having a party every night. What did she want?
Vanessa, nothing. Just another excuse to call me, that's all.
I thought she stopped that.
No, she starts again every time she breaks up with her latest dead-end affair. Being an ex-husband, I have the dubious honor of picking up all the pieces.
And she's still in love with you.
In between romances. Sometimes I wonder why I was dumb enough to even marry her in the first place.
Well, maybe because she's gorgeous and sexy. And maybe because she followed you from one end of the state to the other.
Yeah, I guess I always was a sucker for a sexy woman.
When are you going to tell Lane?
Oh, one of these days. I never thought it was worth discussing.
Come on, Sam. It's me you're talking to. What are you afraid of?
I know. I should have told her a long time ago.
What stopped you?
I don't know. Foolish pride, I suppose.
Well, you better tell her before somebody else does.
Well, tell me where you're going in such a rush.
Forget that, too.
Frank, why can't I go with you?
Listen, I gotta travel fast and light, okay?
Oh, it's that guy, huh?
Listen! You shut up about that guy, you hear me? You don't mention him.
Well, honey, take me with you, please.
I can't. I gotta disappear. It's for your own good.
But I won't even be able to reach you.
That's the way I want it. The less you know about it, the safer it is for both of us, you hear me?
Frank, is it that bad?
Anybody comes around here asking anything, you don't know nothing, okay? Bye.
How do I look?
You look great. You can wear that to the reception.
What do you think would happen if I did? Think I could set a new fashion for senators' wives?
I don't really know. But you'd probably drive their husbands crazy. Certainly in a good mood. You know, what you ought to do is play tennis more often.
Oh, come on. Have I been that hard to get along with lately?
Constance, we've both been under a lot of pressure.
I know, honey. Pressure's off now. We could both do an awful lot of relaxing.
Come on, hurry up, get dressed, you're gonna be late.
Oh, honey, come on, there's plenty of time. You smell so sexy.
Constance, it's been such a very long day.
I know. A real long day.
Fine. Anybody here?
Hey, what's going on?
I'm looking for Frank Coyne.
He's not here.
Where is he?
I don't know. I don't know, honest.
Now, look, girl, I'm the county sheriff. You got information, you better talk.
Just packed up. He left a couple hours ago. He didn't say where.
Just packed up and left the whole operation. You expect me to swallow that?
It's true, honest. He left the head rigger in charge.
You look familiar, girl. You ever done any time?
No. No.
That can change easy enough.
I can't tell you anymore. All I know is Frank split.
There must be something else you can think of.
Well, he did have a meeting with some man right before he left.
What man?
I don't know. What do you want from me? I never saw him before.
What'd they talk about?
Frank kicked me out. But when the guy left, he was scared. He was real scared, and then he split.
You leave any papers?
Yeah, he left some bills in that drawer.
You get word from Coyne, you let me know, you hear?
What are you trying to say? Who said that? Well, you tell them that, frankly, I don't give a damn how they feel, and I don't appreciate the call.
The ex-Mrs. Curtis, I guess.
No, I think the present Mrs. Carlisle is behind this problem.
What are you yelling about? What's wrong?
I just got a call from the manager of the country club. He wants to know who I'm bringing for the reception tonight. He wants to add the lady's name to the guest list.
And when you told him it was me?
First he pretended he misunderstood.
Because you couldn't possibly bring someone like me to such a distinguished function, right? It might offend the other guests.
Something like that.
It's the same old tune. It never changes.
Playing I am bored by receptions and by those Flamingo Road snobs.
You're not going to the reception?
I don't want to have anything more to do with that bunch.
Why? Are you scared?
Terrified. We'll get dressed.
No. She's not with the carnival anymore. I tracked down another lead in Atlanta, but it turned out to be a dead end. Look, I'm going back to Florida. I've got a feeling she's there someplace. I have a special accident planned just for Lane Ballou. I'll let you know.
Good evening. Go right on in. Son is waiting for you. Colonel Taylor, Mrs. Taylor, good to see you. Go right on in.
I'll work very hard to live up to your expectations. Sir, I'm very sorry. Thank you.
Oh, it's so wonderful to have such a handsome state senator.
It most certainly is.
It's certainly nice to have such charming supporters.
Fielding's going to work very hard for all those people who voted for him.
Will your father be very proud of you, Fielding?
Well, I hope I can do as much for the state as he will.
We'll see you later, Fielding. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Good, honey.
Oh, Skipper, everybody looks so happy. Oh, I'm so proud of you.
Yeah.
Skipper, I don't seem to be a very exciting day.
It's not you, Mom. You're great. I just don't like reception.
Oh, honey, Phil and Constance would have been so disappointed if you hadn't been here.
Yeah, right.
Are you having a good time? Oh, Annie, this is just the loveliest reception. This is so nice of you to do for Phil and Constance. It's our pleasure.
But I haven't seen Claude. Where is he?
Well, he's working late. But he'll be here soon.
Well, I hope so. The evening won't be complete without him.
Oh, that's nice of you to say so.
Now, you have a good time.
Skipper, where is your father?
Don't worry, Mom. He'll be here.
When I was told that someone was waiting outside to see me, the last person in the world I expected was you.
Well, I had to come.
What's wrong, Claude?
I'm sorry, I just got a few minutes. I'm already late for Field's reception.
How can I help you? What can I do?
Constance wants to leave Truro. Wants to move to Tallahassee. And I don't want my daughter, our daughter, well, I don't want her to move away.
Shouldn't you be discussing this with Eudora?
She wants to leave because of Lane Ballou.
Oh, I see.
Well, with Lane living here with you as she does, I thought maybe you could exercise some influence over her.
Like what?
Well, keep her away from Field. Oh, really? I know I shouldn't be here talking like this, but it's terribly important to me. That girl she's destroying their marriage.
I would like to help you out, Claude, but I'm afraid I can't. I have talked to Lane, but she wouldn't listen. Women in love are foolish. Just like I once was over you. I was just as foolish then as Lane is now. And Constance was the result. I can't help you, Claude. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm so glad you could make it. Thank you. Would you excuse me just one moment? Good evening, Sheriff. You having a good time?
Yes, indeed. Why don't you look radiant, Constance? Field sure is a lucky man.
Well, thank you, Sheriff. You haven't seen Sam Curtis around tonight, have you?
No, he's not here yet. Why? You want to see how he reacted to that call you had the club manager make?
Now, how did you know about that?
I know a lot of things. Pretty smart, Mercy. Getting Mrs. Allison to do your dirt for you.
Well, we had to consider the other guests.
All you were considering was surprising Lane Blue. You did a great job.
I just wish I could have seen the look on her face when she found out.
Yeah, I wish I could have seen Sam's face. You got a lot of nerve, girl. Be careful. He's not a man to fool with.
Sheriff, I don't care who he is. He is not going to push that trash on me. Or my friends.
Feels lucky to have a girl like you, Constance. A politician needs a wife with fire. Just be sure you don't get the both of you burned.
Skipper. Skipper, I've got news for you.
What's up?
Just talking to my friend in New Orleans. That job is still open, and they're interested in you.
Well, that sounds too good to be true.
It's a firm offer.
New Orleans? Oh, gee. Well, I don't know.
What are you talking about? What job in New Orleans?
A friend of mine owns a newspaper and needs a copy boy.
Elmo, Skipper is not going to New Orleans.
Mother, we're just talking.
But I hope you're going to leave it at that.
Well, I would leave it at that if you would talk Dad into letting me work for Elmo.
Oh, Skipper, don't start World War III.
Miss Wells?
Hello, how are you?
Hello.
Very lovely.
Claude, you made it.
Well, looks as though I made it just in time.
Well, I'm glad you did, Claude. Everything is going so well.
Congratulations, Mom. I better be going. Have a nice evening, everybody.
Good night, Elmo.
Good night, Elmo.
Waiter, would you bring me a glass of mineral water, please?
Well, Titus, big night for you, eh?
Not for me, Bub. For our new state senator.
Fielding's handling himself very well. He seems anxious to do a good job.
So?
Now he's elected, I hope he can change some things in Truro.
Maybe one of the changes will be a new editor for the Clarion. One who will support him.
You mean one will support you, don't you, Titus?
Someone younger. More open-minded.
Oh. I have no intention of retiring. Maybe you should consider it.
We're an hour late.
Of course. Early birds get worms. Late ones get attention.
I get it. You want to make a grand entrance.
Don't you?
Why do you think I took so long getting dressed?
Good evening, Mr. Curtis. Evening. Young lady's name, please.
Miss Ballou.
Ballou. I don't seem to find a name listed, sir.
Oh, there must be a misunderstanding.
Of course, sir. But I'll have to check with...
Oh, fine. I'll take care of it. Thank you. Wow, look at Lane.
Lou doing here? I thought you said you talked to the manager. I did. Mr. Curtis was told she wouldn't be welcome. Well, obviously, he didn't understand.
Obviously. Well, there's nothing more I can do.
And I don't understand either. Explain.
Evening, Sanford. Good to see you. Hi, Lane. You look great. Too great to be just sitting here. What do you say we go out and show these people a few things about dancing, eh?
Would you mind, Sam?
Well, we might as well make sure you've been noticed. I asked you a question.
I don't know what you're talking about. I have to talk to Daddy.
Congratulations. I think we've livened up this event considerably.
Daddy, can't you do something?
Well, I'm afraid there just isn't anything to be done.
It's so humiliating, my own brother.
I would suggest you behave like a lady.
I want to apologize, Sam. Make sure something like this never happens again. Do that, Phil. Because Lane's going to be sharing a lot of my time. People may as well get used to it. I'll take care of it. Waiter. Bottle of champagne, please. Your best. For Miss Blue, Mr. Curtis. From Senator Carlisle, his wife. I want to talk to you.
Can it wait?
Now. Excuse us. That was a rotten trick you played on Sam and Lane.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't you give me that. I heard what you said to Mrs. Allison.
If you're talking about that silly phone call, that was all her idea.
She may believe that. I don't.
All right, I just did it for you, for your image.
Great. You embarrassed my biggest backer. That's not very bright for a state senator's wife.
Well, it's not so bright for a senator to go around kissing trash either.
What is that supposed to mean?
That means that I saw you and Lane in the garden on election night. That's what that means.
She was congratulating me for my victory. A lot of women did.
Do you honestly expect me to believe that?
I don't give a damn what you believe. I am so fed up with your jealousy. You see that? That means you're married to me. It's a ring. What do you want? Not good enough? You want to put one through my nose? Huh? Good. And we're going back inside, and we're going to sit down with Lane and Sam. So come on.
I'm not going to join them.
Yes, you are.
I'm not.
Join them.
I won't.
You will.
I won't.
You will. You wanted to be a state senator's wife. Well, damn it. It's time you started acting like one. Come on.
Thank you, Miss Blue. Evening, Mr. Curtis.
Ma'am, we would like to welcome you to my party.
Yes, welcome.
Thank you. You know, it was very nice of you to have invited us. It wouldn't be a party without you. Shall we dance?